Radio. Shout it.
What's happening? It's your boy B-Hop Radio. Shout in, stepping in the building. I got an A-Town legend, trailblazer, and one of the four founders and forefathers of this hip-hop game in the A as we know it, Raheem the Dream. What's good with it, boss?
Man, I am still tight to death, man.
Tight death.
and when I got the call that I was going to be interviewed by you,
yes, sir.
And I had a flashback on one of the best interviews I had ever had in my career.
Appreciate
was
it, Rob.
with you.
Appreciate it.
All the call I was getting was about the interview that you did, and you posted that bad boy, man.
Yes, sir.
And when I got that call, I said, hell yeah, whatever day it is, whatever day he want and whatever time, we gonna be there.
Well, see, the one thing that you don't know about that interview, Raw, it was two things going on in my life during that interview. My daddy had just had a stroke. So I had asked you about that aneurysm.
Yes.
And when I saw you in there talking to me like you ain't never had no aneurysm before in your life,
yes.
I knew that my daddy was going to be okay.
all right.
You see what I'm saying? So that helped me.
Yes.
And number two,
yes.
I was soaking up the game from the entrepreneur himself, okay?
Yes, sir.
One of the gladiators in the game that stood up and went state to state and got that bag. And I would go back and rewatch that interview.
Yes.
Do them numbers in my head, try to figure out how to, transfer that analog game to this digital game.
Yes.
And I have to appreciate you that for all of that info too, man.
Thank you so very much.
And with that being said, Raw, right now, man, as a legend and a co-founder and father in this game, how are you feeling about Atlanta right now as we know it?
Oh, my God. I really love it. I love the economics of it, of Atlanta. I love the economics. With economics, you make things happen, man. You can create and motivate at the same time.
That's right.
And I'm loving the new young guys that are out, man, especially one on the wall right there, my guy. Oh,
Lil
my
Baby.
God, Lil Baby ain't playing with these folks. I appreciate him taking the bag and running with it, because you got, when we pass the baton on to you, you got to run with it, man. And then when you get through, you pass it to somebody else, man. I mean, that's how the game goes. So I have to give them much props and respects, man.
But nobody was there to pass you the baton, Raw. You just got it out the mud to begin with. So talk to me about that mindset and saying, you know what, I'm seeing these folks in New York doing hip-hop, and I'm thinking that it's time for me to go ahead and crank it up down here.
Yes. Well, in my mind, I had to really get it out the mud and wipe it off, take the baton home and rinse it.
My God.
Rinse it clean. I said, we got to blaze a new trail, because it ain't even a trail. It's not a trail right here. It ain't even, gravel hadn't even been laid for it to be a street, a road to go to. You know what I'm saying? I got to go somewhere and get the gravel too. I got to get the gravel, man. So when you pick it up from the mud like that, and I'm glad you broke it down like that so I can explain to them that it wasn't even a street. It wasn't even paved yet. So we had to get it and find out where these clubs are, where these strip clubs are, where these skate rinks are, where these bowling alleys are, and take the music, because we got to take it to more to a crowd. So how do you take your music to a crowd, let everybody hear it at one time? Oh, you go to skate rink. They crowded at Jelly Beans. They 400-500 deep in there on Sunday night. Bam, we're going over there. Char Disco on Friday night. They 500-800 deep over there. Oh, we going over there. Skate Town. Oh, we going over there too. Nightlight. We going over there. So we had to find out where everybody going. Oh, Silver Fox Sunday night after we leave Jelly Beans. We going over there. So I'm trying to see 5,000 people that week.
What?
Hand to hand.
Yeah.
And then once they get that product in their hand, and they like, oh, that is word of mouth. The best advertiser. I ain't have no radio commercials.
Yeah.
I ain't have no TV commercials. So my best commercial was word of mouth.
So now, I was talking to Toomp earlier, man, and he was telling me about when y'all linked up early on. That was before the Booty Shake, and y'all was on some real hip-hop. So, I mean, explain trying to do regular hip-hop in Atlanta before the Booty Shake hit.
Man, when we did this in 85, 86. So, Toomp and Mike Fresh.
Mike Fresh.
Yes,
sir.
We all went to the same high school together.
That's right.
So we was all a grade apart from each other. Mike in the 11th, I'm in the 10th, Toomp in the 9th.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So we saying, yo, how can we put something together? So we need a studio to go to. So I said, yeah, you heard of Sergio. He over there in Decatur.
Yeah.
Sergio Crooms. Well, let's go over his studio. He doing it $25 an hour. He got the drum machines over there. He had the DMX. He had the 808. So it's like, hey, I got what you need.
Yeah.
Toom coming there with the turntables. I said, oh, we in this thing. We got a table set up like this. We set up our equipment on there.
Yeah.
Mike Fresh doing the beat. Toom doing the cutting and scratch and cut. And I'm going to rock the big beat as you move your butt because I'm fresh like a flower. Can't be sour. Oh. What time is it? Raheem's hour. We were coming like that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We were hitting them like that across the head. That tempo was like 105.
Yeah.
That wasn't even booty shake tempo.
Exactly.
We were trying to get mixed in with the LL Cool J's and Run DMC's and Fat Boys and Houdini and all them in the club. So you want your stuff mixed, you got to have your tempo around the tempo that they banging.
Exactly.
The only thing I did was add the extra 808 now, that down south 808.
Yeah.
They were like, what in the hell did he put on that record? Everybody dancing regular, and then it just go boom, boom. Then girls just lose their back. They just all across the speakers and stuff.
Exactly.
So we was hitting them at that era because I said we got to compete with those who already out.
Yeah.
And it was New York that was out. They was bombarded the radio.
Yeah.
They had the videos. We had none of that. Remember, we had the cars and drive to the nightlight and the jelly beans. So that market was born.
Yeah.
At that time, we created that market.
So now y'all done created a market, but then you realize that it's time to switch over to the booty shake.
Yeah. But before we got to the booty shake, one more, I had to back Raheem the Dream up. I had to come out with Eliminator. They were like, oh my God. Because they was like, down south can't rap, they ain't got no lyrics. I said, what? I must eliminate suckers. I did and I can, and you're a witness and be dazzled by only one man, because I'm your rhyme connoisseur, professional use. My vocal cords are very strong because I drink orange juice. So we were coming like, hold on now, we can go too now.
Exactly.
So after Eliminator, then we said, hold on, we got something y'all ain't got. They said, what y'all got? I said, we got 41 strip clubs. Oh, advantage. Advantage. You got what? Y'all got regular clubs. We got skating rinks. We got sports bars, bowling alleys, but we got 40 strip clubs, white, black, Latino. So that was our radio market. That was you want your record played? Go hit the day shift DJs and the night shift DJs.
Facts.
Yes. And the girls dancing, they hugging, they, oh, you got a record. At that time, it was brand new. It was like somebody that got a record came in the strip club. So the girls were all over us. You ain't have to make it rain or nothing at that time. Yeah. Now you got to make it thunderstorm.
You got to raise hell in the strip club.
How many records you got? You better make it pour down rain. Exactly. So at that time, they was excited to see an artist inside of the, wow, I heard your record on radio. I love the countdown, the fresh parties and all that stuff. So now I'm in the strip club. So I said, we need something for the girls. They dancing in hell. So let me throw some of that Planet Rock on, mixed with that 122. Do.
Come on.
You ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. Oh, Lord. Strip club anthem. Oh, that's how I'm coming.
That changed the game.
Changed it. Changed the game.
Talk about that, the strip clubs in Atlanta and that atmosphere, and then what was that like, just having that y'all own scene in Atlanta versus everything else. You saw what they was doing in New York, the West Coast and everything else, but you're saying in Atlanta, this is how we rocking and we enjoying ourselves and we getting money.
And we getting money. We imagine you in a club, you got a record out, you fall in the club, you got 70, 80 girls, beautiful girls, bodies intact, walking around, guys drinking, TV monitors on, the game on, the fight on, DJ talking shit. Y'all, we got to get them bottoms off, guys. We got to get them bottoms off. What we got? Well, player just made it rain over there. He just dropped 100. You got him, baby? All right, she got him. Oh, who gonna help me with the top? Who gonna help me with the top? So it's a whole thing. And then the girls, they going to work and they making it, whereas you want the bottoms off, you want tops off.
Yeah.
I keep these clothes on dancing for y'all. You'd be like you at a regular club. So the guys started saying, hey, make it rain on them, man. So they began to give me some ones, DJ, give me some ones, bartender, waitress. So now people starting to know how to make it rain. Yeah. And then, like I was telling people, and they was like, where they get the word table dance from? Because these girls be dancing on the floor and on stage. I said, no, they actually danced on a table back then. What? In the early 80s, this table right here, a little round table to sit in front of you with your drinks on. Yeah. You have to help that girl get up on that table with them heels on. And now you looking up at her like this while she dancing. He's like, yeah. I'm like, whoa. That's why they call them table dance. They had to stop the table dance, the actual table dance, because girl was slipping off them tables. Yeah, busting like, their neck. We ain't got that kind of insurance.
Turning to break dance.
Yeah. So they said, look, just dance in front of them or dance on the stage. Yeah. They had to get those girls off those little wobbly tables. Enough of that shaking, you know. Yeah. So that's where table dance came from. A lot of people don't even know that.
But Rob, y'all being so damn young at the time, man. Yep. I mean, where the hell did this entrepreneurial spirit come from to let y'all know that we could capitalize off of music?
Yeah, now that was something. I had a slight advantage because when I was in high school, remember I tell you, 10th grade, me and Mike Fresh this and DJ Tune that. Yeah, I was actually throwing parties after the football games.
That's right.
And I'm not probably the only student that charged the school to host a talent show. How you charge the school $300 and you go to that school? I worked it out with Dr. Follins. Yeah. He was the principal. He was in charge. He said, I said, yeah, I charged the MC. He said, what you charge? We never paid a student. I say $300 to do. So they paid me $300 after the talent show. And then I had my people passing out flyers, and I was on the mic telling everybody where to go. Go to Landry Mom's after this. Yeah. We got the after party. Yeah. So I'm already getting into that entrepreneurship in high school. Mm-hmm. I'm hosting a talent show, and I'm throwing the after party for the football game.
So now you hit the radio, you hit the clubs with the booty shake, and it's starting to go viral and go crazy at that time. What was it like when you started to see other people say, you know what, if it's working for him, it's going to work for me too, and everybody out there making the same song?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, DJ Smurf, which is Mr. Collie Paul, yeah. He had people dying laughing. He had me laughing when he said, hell, I saw you do it, Raheem, back in the day. I said, Raheem, we don't need New York, and I don't have to be in California and Chicago. I can make money like Raheem.
Come on.
Said, Raheem, you don't even see me going to the airports at that time. I was going 85 South, 20 West, 20 East, 85 North. Yeah. It was like, where you going? I'm going to Thompson, Georgia. I'm going to Monticello. I'm going to Griffin. Yeah. I'm going to Noonan. I'm going to LaGrange. They say West Point. They say I ain't never heard of some of these cities. Yeah. I said, yeah, y'all just heard of Atlanta, ain't you? Columbus and Macon. I said, they got a place called Hawkinsville. They got all kind of Canton, Georgia. Man, I was going cities, man, and I said, this is the best kept secret. I'm getting out, and it's sports bars and clubs packed. People that don't live in Atlanta, they live in their own neighborhood. Yeah. And they don't drive to Atlanta sometimes. So I said, oh, man, best kept secret. I can go do 1,000 cities in Georgia. And people didn't even know it.
What was it like carving out that underground circuit? Because, see, also you building relationships with these people for these artists that you're about to break 5 years and 10 years later. Yes. But you over there blazing the trail as you go. Yes. So were there any cities that were resistant to Raheem trying to come in here and crank up Booty Shake at a club or whatever?
All the cities was welcoming. All of the cities. It must be a blessing from God, but I had never had any problems, any complications, no fights, nothing. Nobody jumped on my crew. Nobody robbed our crew. Nobody robbed our cars. You know, so my thing, and now I'm going to tell y'all something funny about that part too. I did a show real quick. I did a show in I think that was Alabama, a little on the outside. It was Prattville, Alabama. Club was about the size of a nice little house. Look like a house when you pull up, but you see all your cars parking. Ain't no concrete. Yeah, it's just a guy with a flashlight saying "backing in right here, backing in right here." Yeah. So we parking, we going inside, and it's jam packed, and they screaming and pulling on my shirt, my jacket, and dude security saying over here, over here. Okay, I'm looking like where the stage. They handed me a cordless mic. I'm like, where the stage? They say them 5 lunchroom tables, that's the stage. They put like some lunchroom tables together. You stand on that chair and then jump on the table. I said, no, man. I said, I'm going to rap on the floor right here next to these 4. I'm not getting on no lunchroom
breaking
table.
your leg.
You remember them shakedowns?
Exactly.
Table dance. They moved them from that. I am not rapping on no lunchroom tables.
Yeah.
So I'm rapping in front of them, but here's the funny part. When we got through doing the show, people signing, taking pictures, autograph, and one day had no security in the club. It was just a big dude at the door patting people down. And about 20 minutes after we got through there, everybody started running and ducking. This ain't no gangster rap or gangster club. This booty shake, right?
Yeah.
So me, my brother, my DJ, all we behind the little curtains and stuff, because whoever it was, he walking through there and everybody was laying down, like ducking. It was so funny because when he got to us, he said, "You all right, Raheem?" I said, "Damn," he called me out in the dark, dog. He said, "Oh, y'all, Raheem, y'all all right?" And he still was walking around with the pistol out looking for whoever. So I told my crew, I said, the dude with the gun said, "We all right."
Exactly.
So, y'all follow me. We heading out.
Exactly.
My crew, everybody trying to walk behind us to walk out the club. Like, that dude, something does say, "Oh, y'all all right, Raheem."
So now, Ra, you over here independent, but then you starting to see these other labels start to form in the city around you.
Yeah.
How were you able to continue to compete?
Now here go the boom.
Oh.
At the time that all of that was happening, that was like 97, 98, I happened to have my secret weapon with me. I had Freak No More, Most Beautiful Girl. I say I got 2 #1 records out. So I'm able to compete with them. I'm selling like crazy. Matter of fact, I got a deal at that time, got a label deal.
Yeah.
The record was selling so good. The dude came on in. It was Celestial Breakaway. They came on in and gave me a nice deal. They gave me such a sweet deal. They said, I told them, I said, I got Miss Nika who sang That's Right, singing on my record. Can we get her deal? Got her deal too, a separate deal from me.
Yeah.
So I wrote Nika off back then in 98.
My God.
Got her some bread, so she went and bought her car in a nice apartment. She said, I ain't never had paid my rent a whole year up front.
Exactly.
So we hitting them hard, right? So I'm like, everything looking good for Raheem. It even gets better.
What?
I'm at a birthday party.
Uh-huh.
I'm at a birthday party, my son's uncle birthday party, and this dude came up and started rapping to me. Said, "Yo, I rap. I'm kind of good with it." I said, "Let me hear you." So he rap, he beating on his chest, the perfect beat on his chest. That boy said, "Left, right, left, get on up, forward march." I said, "Take you in the studio tomorrow." That's drama with left, right, left. I'm already #1 with Beautiful Girl, Freak No More. Now I got left, right, left. So I take him over Twin Production House.
Yeah.
They meet Shawty Red.
Shawty mother loving Red.
Shawty Red got on that drum machine, 15 years old. Made left, right, left beat up for him. I said, "Guys, I'm finna get ready to go get y'all something to eat and I'll be back." I brought him something to eat. Said, "I gotta make some more runs because my record's selling."
Yeah.
So I'm making more runs. I come back, then and got 5 songs done in the living room.
My God.
Left, right, left, and all. So I said, "How long do it take y'all to finish up 4, 5 more songs?" He said, "Oh, tomorrow." We had that man album done in 2 days.
What?
The album, I said, "You know what? You're going to be causing drama." So I named the album Causing Drama.
My God.
I dropped him. We was selling 10,000 a week. Outstanding numbers. We hit #2 on the Billboard without even getting a deal yet.
Okay, so now what is that money looking like moving 10,000 a
It's
week?
crazy.
And then y'all ain't even got no deal
We
yet.
ain't got a deal, so I could take my time to pick a deal. I had a distributor, whereas you selling a single at that time, a single was going for like, I think, $260 a wholesale.
Yeah.
So the label get their 40% cut, we get our 60%.
Yeah.
So we doing it, and then they pressing it up too.
Yeah.
The distributor pressing it up so he can maintain the order. If I had to go somewhere and get them pressed and be shipping back forth, that would cause some delay.
Exactly.
He printing them and selling them. So we looking on that. We say the only person that's #1 on the chart at this time is Missy Elliott, and y'all at #2, and I will put that to politics to be #2. Billboard looking at it, they say Missy Elliott, One Electric, and drummer Tight to Death.
Tight to death.
Okay, you got to be at #2. Politics, you got to be at #2. and got doggone this number one. But we already knew what time was. Every label in the country was looking for me. I was on the road doing shows on Beautiful Girl. When I get back to Atlanta and check my messages, and I talked to Mike Karen from Atlantic Records. He called me and said, my God, every city y'all been to, I get there and they say y'all just left.
Damn.
He said they specifically sent me to find y'all on the road. I said, well, tell you what, we're available. We open next week, next Friday. They said, well, give me the names. We're going to fly y'all to New York. Let's do this deal.
So now when it came time to do them deals, though, Ra, obviously you didn't have to do the deal. So what was it that made you decide to go ahead and partner with a major? Yeah. Well, see, I already know Slick the answer, so then I'm going to say this. So now I got to go both ways with it. You said, okay, I'll give y'all my label, but I can't give you Raheem the Dream.
How you know that, man?
Because we done talked about it. It dawned on me when
That's exactly what happened. This is what I did. The artist was 18 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 32 at that time.
Yeah.
So I done all the stuff that they trying to do. I done hit all the roads, made all the little money. I got my house built. I got my cars. So I'm straight. I don't think a new artist could go through putting in that concrete work, building that road. I'm looking out for you. I don't want you to have to go through that. I'm going to take you straight to the big boys. I'm taking you straight to video. I'm taking you to Hollywood now. Yeah. You probably don't have the skin I had to go through all them woods and that gravel.
Answer me this, though, Ra. Why didn't you sign personally then?
Well, I didn't because my money was so good independently. I said, I've never signed my music to y'all. I said, y'all do not do the long run for artists. I said, it's a sweet, nice lick. You want to do an album or two, blow it worldwide, and then they start loving another artist and another artist. They don't be loyal to nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not going to let y'all have the 100 Raheem songs and the 15 albums Raheem got. But what I will do, I will go find y'all groups that want to make it real fast.
Yeah.
I had the Young Dro, I had the Fabo, Franchise Boys, Yola the Great. I'm going to get y'all the groups that's seeing all the bling and seeing the videos and seeing the movement.
Yeah.
I can get y'all, I can make them hot in a month.
Exactly.
White Tee, #1, bam. Yola the Great, if I ain't going to let up, bam. Who want it? Young Joe, who want it? Fabo, who want it? Because, see, I know that they were young guys, and I put myself in their shoes. You 18, 19, 20. I ain't finna go through all them damn backwoods Raheem and went through. I want to go through Hartsfield International and land in Chicago and Miami and Dallas. I knew that, so I have to put my mind in your mind.
But see, I gotta say this though, Ra. You named Fabo. You named them Franchise Boys.
Young Dro.
The Dream. Yola the Great.
Yep. Got
all of these
major
people,
deals.
But the thing that they have in common as well, they all went down as Atlanta legends following you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They all come from a same tree, man. So what is it that you see in folks that means that they're going to be legends, not good artists, but these niggas is considered legends now?
Yeah. I kind of, if I vibe with an artist, because I done had many demos that never came out.
Yeah.
Because they never made it past step 3. You know, I meet them and I give them a chance. I'll ride to their little CD, and, you know, for those who don't know what CDs is back in the day, little round circle thing, look like a little mini record, little silver thing. Used to play their music. They give me their CDs. Hey, check me out. And guess what? I listen to every single song, and I call you back and give you my constructive criticism. I say, man, you're almost there. Your song sound kind of blank. It needs some chorus. It needs some hooks. It needs more music. Because sometimes they think you throw their stuff in the trash.
Yeah.
I will actually listen to it because I think it'll serve you better if I tell you what your record needs.
Exactly.
You know, and if you got a hit, but you got a bad attitude, you won't wake up, you don't make no appearances on time, you full of yourself. Man, I know I'm going to be like MJ tomorrow. You know, how much should I be charged for shows? Like, you ain't even did no promos yet. You asking me how much to charge for shows? You ain't even went through the mud yet. You know, you think you supposed to come straight out the gate getting, getting $20,000 a show. So you think you hand me a demo and tomorrow you get 20,000 a night for shows?
Not happening.
It do not work like that.
Exactly.
So they get misinformation.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, people who on the outside, people who guessing.
Yeah.
So they get that guesswork, and then I say, I got to restructure his brain. I don't even really have time to really teach you from the beginning because I got to reprogram you.
Yeah.
Because you think, you finna go on the show with me this weekend and I'm going to get you 5,000 to open up. Hell, I'm getting 5,000. And I got like 100 songs.
Come on. As a boss and having to put these young men in the game and stuff like that, how were you able to keep the relationships good and just help them to understand the game? Because a lot of times, as young people, they don't understand what it took to get there. And then also you got to recoup from them roads that you done drove in that thing.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. So what I tell the artists, along the way, because you can't hit them with all of it at one time because they're going to forget, and then some of them, it'll be like a thunderstorm on them. You got to give them a little, now you got to baby feed them, tablespoon feed them.
Yeah.
This week we're on the show, we're on the road. I give them a little knowledge.
Yeah.
I say, well, we're going on this show and we're going to do this one as a promo because it's for Foxy 105. And the reason why we're doing a promo is because they finna play your record about 100 times. And the more they play your record, the more other club promoters are going to call us to book you, to get you some money, and your record going to sell to get the label some money.
Exactly.
So you got to kind of teach them like that, like, why I got to go do this show free? That's just the one show, and we trading out.
Exactly.
We're not just going around the world doing free shows. But believe me, if I ask you for a free show, it's not free.
So now you got your artist hot, and the majors come a-calling. How did you figure out how much of your label you wanted to split with them or the deals that you wanted to negotiate with them? Yeah,
well, what you do is every deal is different. I'm talking about every single deal. You can have 100 artists. You have 100 different deals.
Okay. I feel you.
So all of them is cookie cutter. All of them custom made.
Yeah.
So they might offer $500,000 up front for this particular artist and 3 guaranteed videos. And each album it go up $150,000 budget for the album. And that helps you to pay your producers and your studio costs, which will be recouped. So you have to kind of be smart with it. They give you $500,000. If you could do the album for $100,000, and put $100 in your artist's pocket and $300 for your building and your promotion back.
Exactly.
Because they're gonna get that $500 off the top of your sales.
Exactly.
The good thing I tell the artists is that you was valuable enough for them to give us $500,000. Up front. Because some of them be like, we ain't giving nothing. He ain't sold nothing.
Yeah.
He ain't did nothing. You hadn't. What have you sold?
Come on.
So it's people like me that they respect that we're going to give you this because we know what you're going to do. You're going to help make this artist blow up. Yeah.
What was you doing with your money when you were seeing it come in, Raheem?
Oh, my God. I was looking at the checks. I'm looking at them. I'm like, okay, this check's, it always be a surprise when I open up the mail.
Ooh.
But look at these people calling, right? Baby, take that call right quick. That's your brother-in-law. That's my big brother in Dallas, Texas.
Yes, sir.
He was booking my shows, too.
Okay.
Now, the funny part about the checks is I would gauge it. I'm like, I hope this over 10,000.
Yeah.
Right? I opened the doggone check, it said $28,500. $28,500. I said, oh, my God. Then I look at the record sales. I said, they selling like crazy.
Yeah.
They ready to re-up.
Yeah.
So they'll say, we need more. I said, how many you need? We need 3,000. Got them coming.
Yeah.
We freight ship it.
Yeah.
They collect them. And I'm telling you the funny part about it, we had like 4 distributors we were selling to. Mm. 2 distributors was here in Atlanta. Mm. Like way out 85 North, that's where all the distributors were. Here go the funny part. One distributor called me. This when I was first getting in, and he said, Raheem, we need 3,000 cassettes and CDs, right? I'm on the way. Mm. I got them in the back. I'm acting like they are independent mom and pop store. Because mom and pop store, they would call and say, I need 50, I need 100. So I might have like 600 to go deliver. 600 times $7, bam. So I'm coming back with 4,200. You talking about in a day day's work. So the distributor called and said they wanted $3,500. My head went 3,500 times $6. I was doing like that.
Yeah.
So I'm on 2 wheels trying to get out there, right? Trying to get to the distributor. I pull up at the distributor. They say, pull around loading, Raheem. So I pull around loading. They get all my stuff, and they got it, and they give me a sheet of paper, an invoice. I said, what the hell is this? You know,
yeah,
I never sold to no distributor.
Exactly.
What the hell is this? We pay you that in 60 days. In 60 days, I'm independent. I just started. I just spent my money to cash to get these. I went back and I said, look him, you wanted 3,000, right? I got you 2,000 of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna keep 1,000. I just forgot I need the extra 1,000 because this an invoice. I said we gotta talk about this invoice.
Yeah.
I'm independent.
Exactly.
I don't have no investor. So they said the best thing we can do, Raheem, is chop it down from 60 to 30 days. I said, cool.
Yeah.
I took the 1,000 I had, and when it sold, that's how I kept re-upping my money.
Yeah.
So the next time they called me, here was the funny part. They said, we need 3,000, a real 3,000, not 2,000 this time, Raheem. I said, I said, this is what I got to do. I got to be honest with y'all. I'm not going to be able to keep up with y'all orders without getting some money.
Yeah.
So they said, well, we're going to do this, Raheem, and your deal is different than everybody, so don't discuss with no other labels. I said, what's that? We're going to do invoice to invoice with you. Every time you bring an order, we're going to pay for the order you just brought previously.
Yeah.
I said, I could do that.
Exactly.
So now when I'm pulling up, I'm burning
You're
rubber.
happy.
Oh, yeah, I'm dropping off 3,000 CDs, but I'm picking up for 3,000 CDs.
Exactly.
So I'm picking up a check for 18 bands. So I could drop you that.
Yeah.
So we were doing it like that, and you want another in another week? I could drop you another. We were doing it like that.
Exactly.
So I never got in the hole with those distributors. My partner got in the hole with those distributors. He a rapper that y'all know too. He got. I try to tell. I say, do not take them no more product because I know the man who running it.
Yeah.
He said we getting ready to close down. It was big state distributors.
Yeah.
He said we getting ready to shut down in 1 month, Ra. So I can't take no more of your stuff because we're not going to be able to pay you. He said, what I will do is tell you all the stores that's asking for your stuff and you drive to them.
Ooh.
I was like, ooh, I love you right now.
Exactly.
He was the manager over the whole distribution.
Yeah.
I tried to tell my homie that he a rapper too.
Yeah.
Told him. He said, man, she crazy, Raw. They ain't never going to be that big-ass company. I said, yeah, that big-ass company. He just started laughing. He said, well, me and Smurf record hot. I'm finna take some more back out there. He kept going out there. He called me a month later. He said, man, you know the motherfuckers closed down? I said, I told you that 2 months ago. He said, they ain't trying to give us no money either, man. I done gave their ass like 6,000 records. Shit. I said, I tried to tell you. The man was closing. He said, take it directly to the stores, Raheem. So the same thing happened to Freak Nasty. He just kept selling to them. They owed him money for the dip, and they owed Shadi them, Smirk them money. They never got that money, man.
So how did that impact you when you went directly to the stores, though? Because now you was cutting out the distributor, too, so that should have increased the pay.
My money went up.
Exactly. You got richer.
My money went up. I got more money. They cut out the $2 that the distributor was getting.
Yeah.
Now that adds to the money I'm already getting.
Exactly.
I went to Montgomery, Alabama, African Head Shop.
Yeah.
And Pat, she owned the shop. So I'm pulling up. She say, make sure you come by me. I had number 1 and the number 4 album on the charts in the top 10. How you get number 1 and number 4? Well, my previous album just kept selling, so it was at number 4. The new album came right in at number 1.
Damn.
So Master P was at number 2 at that time.
Yeah.
Ghetto D.
Yeah.
I'm at 1 and 4. So she said, you brought me some product? I said, yeah, got the cassettes, CDs out in the car. Here's the funny part. I just got a shipment in of 1,000 CDs, 1,000 cassettes, and had a box of 12 inch. I'm sitting it on the counter, the whole box, so she could pick out what she want.
Yeah.
She looked in it. She looked at both of them, closed them up, and say, all right, how much I owe you? I said, damn, she want the whole box, both boxes. I only had none for the other mom and pop store across town. They wanted some too. So what I told her, I said, oh, you know what? She added all up. She gave me $3,200 in cash. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm going to have to give you $300 back. Like, wow. Because these right here, I got a radio giveaway. I took 25 out.
Yeah.
And I took them to the other store.
Yeah.
I'm way out of town, and I know both of them independent black-owned stores.
Exactly.
They gotta have something.
They gotta have something in there.
I'm in town to do a show, so I took them 25 too. Pat got the rest of them. Pat showed me a login with people phone numbers. They come in and leave their numbers. I need 2 Raheem. I need 2 Raheem. I need 4 Raheem. She got on the phone. I got them. They here. Do you know that lady sold out in like 2 days?
My God.
Yeah, 2 days. And this is no joke. This is not no extra sauce on it or nothing.
Exactly.
They say, you is the God down here in Montgomery, Alabama.
So now, with all of this success and this fame, how are you maintaining, your integrity and humility at the same time?
Yeah. The good thing about it is I was born like that and I've been raised like that. And even when I was doing them parties in high school and them clubs and records, I would still go out and kick it with the crowd. I would go kick it with the crowd. Everybody over there on stage, Raheem over here with the crowd. I'm chilling. I'm sipping on some of these girls right here. My homies dapping me up. I'm with y'all. I'm with the people who buy my music.
Exactly.
So I kept friends, compadres in the game all these years. I can go to all these cities. I go in their malls, the whole mall following us in those small towns. We're not running, ducking, and hiding. We taking pictures with them. We grab their cell phone and snap the shot for them. Man, those are the people that pay your rent, your mortgage, your car loans, your car notes, your kids' college tuition. These people are very instrumental in your life.
When Drama went to #1, how did that impact you then when you was thinking to yourself, okay, I got my own thing going on right now, but now my label is taking off?
Oh, my God.
What was that experience like?
It was such a blessing. I mean, that's a feeling like you wouldn't believe. You're like, I'm at #1, and now my artist at #1. And all that's up on the Tight to Death, which makes Tight to Death brand goes up.
Yeah.
And see, I knew another artist, a couple of artists that had labels, but they refused to let their artists shine bigger than them. They're like, man, ain't no artist I'm signing gonna be bigger than me. My thing was, like Lil Wayne did, he wanted Nicki Minaj and Drake to be way bigger than him.
Exactly.
Checks still come here to cash money.
Exactly.
So I'm like, is that an ego problem or a personal problem? Because if you sign an act, you want to be as big as you possibly can get.
Exactly.
I don't care if he outshine you. To outshine you is to shine you.
Exactly.
They say, who found him? Raheem.
Come on.
Who found her? Raheem. Who found this? Raheem. Like,
exactly.
You got the good ears and good eyes.
Facts.
Yeah, and then you hitting 5 for 5, Raheem. You put 5 artists out, and all 5 of them major.
My God. So out of all of the artists that you put out, which ones surprised you the most? You didn't think they was going to be as big as they turned out to be?
Terry's the Dream Nash.
Yeah.
I knew he could sing, but I didn't know he was going to do a solo thing and then a writing. He wrote Umbrella. He broke the record for that girl, man. That put that girl on the world map.
Yeah, he did. He did
Mariah Carey. I'm like, I didn't see that one coming because he was in the group, But what I did was so funny. The group broke up because a lot of them started having individual things, girlfriends, and having kids.
Yeah.
Like, y'all doing the after effect of somebody who done blew up and traveled the world, made money. They get a girl and had kids.
Yeah.
Y'all doing that shit reverse. Y'all ain't blew up yet. Y'all sung Almost Beautiful Girl, but that's it. I'm talking about y'all career.
Yeah.
Y'all hadn't blew up yet. And all these girls chasing y'all like y'all B2K. Y'all getting them pregnant like y'all got got all the money in the world.
Exactly.
So the thing was, they learned. And then when they saw me like 10 years later, 15 years later, they all hugged me, man, and say, man, we should have listened, man. Our bad, Raheem. And I even took him in the studio and did a record with him.
What?
And on the record, they said, man, you put us on the map. It was our stupid ass mistake, man. Our fault, Raheem. And I said, but you see how you didn't get the bridge burnt with me. I was still able to accept y'all in and take y'all in the studio.
How do you get young folks to understand when they need to take advantage of the opportunity?
Well, what I tell young folk is this. I say, you might not see it now. You might not know it now. I know you don't know it now because you ain't got enough experience to know this. You hadn't been on the road. You hadn't talked to a lot of people. You don't know this. But what I'm going to tell you, you will see it and hear it again because you can't even accept this right now. Ooh. I said, you're not going to be able to accept this right now. But Your money gonna get bigger if you listen to me. Your friends gonna get smaller if you listen to me. Your entourages will get smaller. Man, I tell them, for example, when I go do a concert, it may be me, my bodyguard, and one other person.
Yeah.
That's somebody who can drive.
Yeah.
Bodyguard drive too. It's three of us. We walking there inconspicuous.
Yeah.
When Raheem them getting in? They been in. they already over there in the
Exactly.
VIP, chilling.
Come on.
They say, here, nobody announced it. I ain't see 30 people walk through the door, pushing people out the way, slamming, get out the way. Ooh, they be throwing bowls and everything.
Exactly.
Like, why are you hurting people that done paid money to see you? Why are you showing out like this? I'm bringing in, what's his name? Okay, he can walk. Ain't nobody tackled him or nothing. Yeah, ain't nobody do nothing else. As a matter of fact, everybody in here paying his rent, his mortgage, his car note right now. Because guess who name on the building?
Come on.
His name. It's $20 to get in here. You think they paying $20 just to fight him?
Out of all of the people that you came across in this industry and the artists that you work with, who was it that you gave the game to that took off and ran with it?
Fabo. Fabo. Got the game. When I see him on podcasts and all these things, I know he absorbed the game and took it because he shout me out in the game. I'm telling you, just as last week when he did a major interview
85 South.
On 85 South.
Yeah.
That man jumped up, screamed, Raheem the Dream gave me the game. I say, whoa.
Come on with it.
Somebody texted to me, emailed it to me, I saved it. I said, whoa, Fabo. I text Fabo, I say, I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I say, much love, man. I say, I really appreciate that favor. You didn't have to do that.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, I know other artists that didn't do it when they ask them, when you put your first record out, just now with Def Jam. No, he didn't. You put it out with Raheem the Dream in 1999.
Yes, sir.
Now you put it out Def Jam, you got with them in 2006. That's your first record?
Oh.
Don't make me start pulling these records out. You know, him, another guy, another artist. I said, damn, hey, when you first started, me and my homie started in the, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something so funny. My boy, he's so cool. He was doing the interview, T.I.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying, yeah, T, I see you got Young Joe. What's Young Joe doing his thing, man? When did you start? He said, matter of fact, you got Young Joe from Rocco, didn't you? He started with Rocco. T, I said, hey, then back it up, back it up. He say, Joe is my friend.
Yeah.
Joe is on my label. I did get him from Rocco, but legend Raheem the Dream, Atlanta's own, had him first.
Come on.
That was the very first record when he tried to use his real name, DeJuan Hart, on the record.
Sir.
He tried to use that on the record. I said, nah, I'm going to name you Joe because you fire.
That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded.
Yes.
My God.
See, the truth don't change.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't.
I can say it at this date and I can say it 10 years ago because that's just what happened.
Answer me this, though, Ra. What is it that causes you to slow down when you putting out artists back to back to back, all of them are becoming successful? What is it that you think slowed down the momentum of Tight to Death?
Well, at one point, 2004, 4th of July, I suffered a double aneurysm, brain aneurysm.
Yes, sir.
That slowed me all the way down to a screech. Because a week and a half before I had the aneurysm, I had just signed a deal for Franchise Boys with Universal.
My God.
So I had just got that check in and got them boys their check. And I went to a double aneurysm and I was out of the game for 2 years.
2 years?
2 years. I was in the hospital for 90 days, like coma. I was out, didn't know how my brother and sister's name.
Yeah.
Didn't know my son's name, didn't recognize them, recognize no friends.
Yeah.
I only recognized my mom, was the only person I recognized in the hospital.
My God.
And they say, I would only want to see, my mother said, let's put on the TV, let's put on BET for him, and let's find out what kind of music he wants. She brought my record player up there, radio. She said, I requested Bobby Womack Greatest Hits. So I'm listening to Bobby Womack Greatest Hits and looking at BET.
Yes, sir.
And everybody come in the room, they say, I be doing like this. Mama say, you like, they in your way. So they say, don't bother them till BET go off.
Yeah.
So they said, okay, cool. So with that in mind, that was going on, and they asked me, the nurse, they said, we got to start getting you to walk, exercise. So I'm like, cool. I don't even know who they are, but they trying to help me walk. I get out this bed and it take me about 40 minutes to get to that door. I couldn't walk. I'm doing like this. I take my step and my legs wouldn't hold up. They say, whoa. They say, well, that's normal. He been laying down for 2 months.
Damn.
Hadn't used his legs for 2 months.
Yeah.
So they like,
spaghetti.
Yeah, they like spaghetti. So they said, we got to build his legs back up. We got to do this, do that. So they would have to put me in a wheelchair. And they give me certain stuff. They had an exercise therapist come in there. So now I can walk from here to that door, crossed out, 30 minutes and back. So they were doing that every day. When I see them coming, I get excited. I said, Mama, make me walk again.
Exactly.
I said, good. And they would give me some pills. I'll tell you a funny story about the pills. They would give me 2 pills every day. I couldn't stand to take a little couple of 2 pills. Couldn't stand them dog pills. So one day, lady was trying to give me pills, and I wouldn't open my mouth. They tried to put them in my hand. I had my hand balled up. And they said, Doc, they called the doctor now. He said, Doc, he won't take a pill. He just started smiling. He said, good, don't make him take them. He said, that let me know right then your feelings coming back, your emotions coming back, you're feeling everything I need to be coming back. Don't give him not another pill.
That's right.
They said, whoa, he's getting good. So Doc come in and talked to me the whole 9. So my mother came up there. She was up there every day anyway. So they said, they want to do something instead of you walking down the thing. Your mother want to take you outside. I say, we couldn't let no nurses take you out because you had brain surgery. We didn't want no lawsuit against the hospital.
Exactly.
So your mother had to go in there to the head doctor and sign off that she could take you out. She took me out for 30 minutes a day in the wheelchair. When I got outside and hit God's air, I took it out. Oh, it felt like Holy Ghost hit you, right?
Yeah.
So Mama taking me out every day and looking at cars pass by. I'm smelling the grass. I'm smelling them like, oh, my God. So she did that for a week. The doctor said, whatever was outside and whatever you did, Dr. Raheem, we're going to take him out of intensive care, put him in his own room upstairs with a television and everything else.
Yeah.
And the bed, he can have visitors. They say, what did you do? She said, took him out and got God's air because he in intensive care. He breathing sick air every
Exactly.
day. He breathing his own air and other sick people air.
Come on.
You doctors are good because y'all go home every day. That's what my mother told him.
Exactly.
So I'm taking my son out there and I'll be responsible if something happens.
Exactly.
So Mom did that.
When you got out of the hospital and got back on your grind, first of all, what happened with the franchise boys after that? Because you was gone for 2 years. So what happened?
Yeah. What happened with them, I found out that they had got another deal. Universal sold them to another label.
Yeah.
And I forgot the name of the record label, but they sold them because they wasn't selling with them.
Yeah.
They said they was only moving when I was out.
Yeah.
I was directing it, and I would tell Universal what to do.
Yeah.
So Universal said, we need another label to take this off our hands. So another label, Jermaine Dupri, them got with them.
Yeah.
And started working them. And they did all that while I was in the hospital.
Yeah. So now when you touch back down, were you hungry to get back into the music industry, or was you like, you know what? Y'all done caused me to have an aneurysm. Fuck this shit.
Now, what happened when I got back home, when I got out, I'm looking at the world, and I'm riding on my mother's passenger side in her car. And granted, when I got out of the hospital, they didn't give me not one prescription for nothing. They said, it's incredible. He don't even need an aspirin.
My God.
So Mama didn't even have to go to a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Go straight from hospital to her house.
Yeah.
We went to Mom's house. I forgot I had a house.
Damn.
I had a house built. So I'm staying in Mom's house. She never even mentioned my house till about 2 months later. She said, we're going to ride over to your house. I said, my house? I'll stay here.
Yeah.
She said, well, you'll see it. You see it. Hopefully you can remember things at your house. So they went in there. I'm looking at this big house. I look on the inside. I'm like, okay. And so I sit on the steps. I'm looking like, and can we get ready to go back home?
Yeah.
To your house? Where the TV is on, the food cooking, going on. This house feel cold and big and empty.
Yeah.
So I kicked that. Mom said, well, if he don't want to go back, he don't have to go back. He's not ready to go back. So I'm chilling. I'm looking at TV. I ain't even thinking about records. I ain't even thinking about no groups. And one of my homegirls called me probably like 2 months later. She says, Raheem, I got a record that I think you might like. I say, he getting a vibe at the club over here, you know, on Bankhead. So yeah, bring it to me. She brought me the record. It was, I ain't gonna let up, I ain't gonna sit up, I ain't gonna let nobody get to me. Oh no. It was Yola the Great record.
Yes, sir.
She said,
Win what up though on the track.
Win on the track, killing the track. So Bruce said, can you do something with it? I said, yeah. Give me 3 weeks. Don't do nothing. Tell the artist don't do nothing. I called her back. I said, I got a deal.
Damn.
God, you just got out of the hospital. I got a deal. She said, woo. I said, Atlantic Records. They flew, they cut the check that day.
What?
Said, here go $200,000 up front. You get the other 2 when you turn the album in. She said, God, dog. Like, we were just in the club with this record like 3 weeks ago. I say, I mean, some connects you just still have. And I told people, I said, now y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all let me stay in hospital almost a year. I mean, all that long time, and then at the recover, and y'all ain't did no work, ain't got no deals, nothing. I get out and I barely can walk and go get a deal with Atlantic. They see.
Can you talk about your relationships, man, inside of those buildings, being able to reach out to different people at different radio stations and at different labels to be able to move careers forward? How important of a part did that play in your
track
success?
rate is always to be pulled up, no matter where you go. And the good thing about it is people remember how good or bad you done them. So when you pull up at the station, the person who used to be just a regular DJ come in on a weekend, now he's programmed already.
Exactly.
He on a computer like this. Hey, Rod, come on in.
Exactly.
So what you doing? He say, programming the list for this week. I got 30 new records, and I can't put but 5 of them in. So 25 of them going to be upset. But, hey, let's go with the stats or whatever.
Yeah.
They typing, they punching in the record. They said, what's new with you? And then we talk, just stopping by, man, we in town.
Yeah.
Ain't got no particular record to get played right now, just stopping through.
Yes, sir.
They said, wow, man, how you been, man? You know, I heard about the aneurism and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Say, I'm getting back on my feet, man, stuff like that. So you go see these people, man. You keep relationships with these people. And some of them I can call that have been in since the 80s. Now they the boss of the station. They running 5 stations.
Exactly.
I said, what you need? I'm like, I don't have no new artists out right now. I'm just not going to give you anything.
Yeah.
Because of what you need. But it's good to know you got people out there that say, what you need, Rob? What you working on?
Is there anything that you would have did different, though, Rob?
In my whole career?
Yeah.
Well, actually, everything that I did led up to who I am.
Yeah.
And what made everything click. And I wouldn't do it no differently because it taught me more than just making the money. It taught me who you were, who I am. You know, it taught me how to see people for who they are, artists included. You know, I can find an artist and know that I'm only going to be with you just to get you a deal and get you out of my face. You know? I don't mind making $200,000.
Yeah.
But you an asshole. I'm not going to work with you forever. Yes, man. You know?
I feel that. I feel that. Now, what would you have told the young Raheem going into them 90s after you done already got the label off the ground and stuff like that? What would you have told him to look out for, to prepare for, that he wasn't ready for?
Well, there's a couple of things, and one is that music continue to change, your customers continue to change, then the way you do business continue to change. Like there are no more physical mom and pop stores.
Yeah.
So how do you get your record to the customer? So it's things like that you have to be up on, download, digital downloads, streams.
Yeah.
Like what are streams? And you look at Lil Baby got, I think, 10 billion streams. 10 billion streams. In the 80s and 90s, you was like, when you get in 2020, you're going to have some streams. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. So you have to keep yourself updated with the music and the methods because they're not going to stop buying music. It's just the way they buying it.
Exactly.
Yeah, people going to always continue to buy music.
How do you feel about this digital age that we're in now with the music and how it's being, how it's going? Because a lot of folks are having a hard time trying to figure out where the money is at.
Yep.
How do you go about still getting the money when you're dealing with streams and stuff like that? Or is it even worth it like it used to be? Because, you pull up with a trunk load of hard copies.
Physical money right
exactly.
there.
So how do you feel about people trying to navigate this game now? And do you feel like that's the reason why you don't have as many independent labels out here making it do what it's supposed to?
Exactly. That is a major loop right there. And tell you who started that loop, the majors, because they was drowning. The majors was like independents got mom and pop stores everywhere. We can't compete with that. We got like 10,000 independent labels, and we got us trying to compete with them, and they selling like hell, and they don't need us.
Yeah.
Say, how can we do something, create something that they ask cannot overpower us? Digital streams, guys. We're Warner Brothers, we're Atlantic, we're Columbia, we're Sony. We can think of something that these kids can't think of.
Yeah.
They can't drive up to a store now. We closed them all. They got to be able to weed out the competition, too. Then when they sign artists, we give them that, that 360 deal.
Yeah.
We want your tour money, your publishing money, your record money, your disc money. Like, damn, all the money that we were getting, that we was independent from them, they sharing it with you too now.
My God, my God.
And that's why you hear the radio only playing like maybe 8 or 7 artists, and some of them sound like garbage. You like, what? And it's coming on every hour. Yeah, because that's one of our artists we getting paid off for.
Exactly. You
look at it, that's not an independent artist on there. That's a major pushing that garbage that you're hearing.
Come on now. So now another question I got to ask you about, Raw. I got to jump back to the 90s. Freaknik, the clubs, you having the music soundtrack to the city at that time. What was that experience like for you in Atlanta?
Man, it was ridiculous. You couldn't even go to sleep because money was calling for you. Money calling for you. You got concerts, and you selling records to the stores, and you selling them to the people that's driving in town. Man, we pull over at a parking lot, pop the trunk, and them woofers be breathing. We holding up 8 CDs and cassettes. That's the new one. That's the new one. Where you from? Detroit? Where you from? Miami? Where you from? Texas? Where you from? St. Louis? Take this back with you. It's that new Raheem. $5 cassette, $10 CD. In the store, they $19 and they $9.99. $5 here, $10 for the CD.
When you think about the party that occurred during Freaknik and how crazy that was, it's mythological now when you speak of it, but to actually be able to experience it, what was the party experience like for you?
It was the best ever. I'm getting on stage with Luke, Poison Clan, Too Short, Not By Nature, and there's 40,000 people outside, and they ain't have to pay a nickel to get in.
My God.
They got the Morris Brown Stadium.
Yeah.
So it's free. You just park, find you somewhere to park, and the thing begins at 3 o'clock and it goes to 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm going on at 6 o'clock, prime time, in the middle of all the acts, and it's broad light and it's packed to capacity. And I come on stage with 8 girls with Daisy Duke short shorts on, and I do the brand new single, We Wear Short Short. It was over. It was over. I'm selling everything. Whew. And I'm going to tell you what was so funny. The promoter of this show was from St. Louis.
Yeah.
So he never heard of me, right? Mm-hmm. So they were saying, okay, Raheem going at this time right here. And he said, all right, you got 9 minutes. Mm-hmm. 9 minutes, and I got all these songs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do 2 songs, and I'm off stage. Get what I told him. They said, man, how they fuck do that? They do that to Raheem. Raheem, the legend down here. I said, don't do all that. They do them 9 minutes he gave us.
Yeah.
See, let's rearrange the show. Intro, this song, and short shorts. A verse of this song, we're going in the short shorts and bring all them girls across stage. Murder. Murder. That crowd doing like this. That I get off stage, dap everybody, people exchanging numbers. This damn promoter came back up to me, and I did it like an OG. He said, you, Raheem, right? Yeah. What's call's running late? Can you go up there and do another set? Get what I told him? I said, I got to go to another club. Oh, I got him. I couldn't wait to say that. I got it, man. We got to get out this traffic.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But we didn't leave. We just left from backstage.
Exactly.
Went on
got
the side
into the party.
and watched the bullshit happen.
Exactly.
Now you got nobody on stage for like 10 minutes. The crowd looking like, what the hell going on? Because the next act ain't ready. Could you go up there and warm them up again? Hell no, I can't warm them up again.
So now, the record game can be a dirty game. Mm-hmm. Okay, how to get paid from the record game and today's music industry. Them books, Raheem. Can you drop some of that knowledge that you had to hit them folks with, man?
Woo! I hit them with that. Them was my first 2 books. I had to come out with the record game is a dirty game first. Because everybody thought it was sunshine. It was peachy and cream. Man, you're going to be a millionaire as soon as your record come on the radio. You're a millionaire that week. I mean, they had it all confused.
Yeah.
They see you on TV, see your video, you're a millionaire. What mansion y'all live in? Like, really? Oh, man, they are confused real big time.
Yeah.
So let me come on out with the dirty game the record game could be a dirty game. Had to come out first with that.
Yeah.
Let them know that there are bullshit contracts out there. You happy to sign them. You don't know all that money that, they got me a tour bus, man. I done hit 30 cities. I done stayed at the Marriott and we ate lobster every night. Oh, shit. Who you think paying for that? Shit, Warner Brothers, Atlantic. I said, no, you
is.
I said, you.
Yep.
He said, but I ain't got no money. I said, you really ain't gonna have none when they get ready to deduct all that. Your bus ride and your airplane ticket, all that stuff come up. About $300,000-400,000 on the road.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have spent that out your own money, would you? No. But they spend it because your record hot, and they gonna take that off the top. So say you make $1 million, your record make $1 million, and you say, yeah, man, we got $1 million. I'm platinum. Okay, here go the way to break down on the money. Bam, got $1 million in, right? We owe you 10% of the $1 million. That's $100,000. Oops, we got to take your $400,000 out your money first. So we got to take it out your $100,000. Now you $300 in the hole. You say, I'm platinum, where my check? Reach it. They just tell you reach your statement. And your lawyer say, well, you went on all them airplane trips and them hotels and limos and lobster every night and tour buses, laughing and giggling on the radio, and you shot 3 videos. It came up to $400,000. They don't take that out of their money. They take it out of your percentage. What percentage I get? You get 10%, right? Okay, they get 90. So out of that damn $1 million, the $400,000 come out of your $100,000. You do the math. Now you negative $300,000. So you better sell 3 more million so you'll be at zero.
Damn.
Sell you 3 more million, you'll be at zero. you done went 4 times platinum and you got $1. You like, damn, that's some education for you. That's in my first book.
So how to get paid from the game, though, Ra? How do you get paid then?
And I said, let me show them how to get paid. I say, first of all, you cancel all that stuff, them tours, promo tours that they want you on. Let me tell you something. You don't need to catch first-class flights to all these cities.
Yeah.
You tell them, make your budget $50,000. That's enough to get on a tour bus and go to all 30 of them cities and stay in a nice regular hotel. You don't need that 5-star hotel every night.
Yeah.
You ain't been in it.
Yeah.
So you got 50,000 and you hitting everything, radio, TV, interviews. They say, damn, now when that 100,000, that $1 million come, you got a check coming out this first one.
Exactly.
So that's one. The other one is your publishing. Your publishing gonna pay you. You own those songs, you wrote those songs. That's a whole nother check that the label don't even get. ASCAP or BMI pay you that check.
Yeah.
So you get those, and like say these days you got streams, you got all these digital
How
downloads.
much can them publishing checks get up to?
I've had one that blew my mind, and it wasn't even a record that I wrote 100% of. It was a record. Fergie used my record. If you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. Glamorous.
My God.
They paid me 6% of that record for that royalty period. And royalty period, they let it go back 2 years.
Yeah.
Imagine if I would have went back, if I would have started from the beginning. This first check was $39,000 from playing it on the radio.
Damn.
Playing her record, not mine. And that was 6%. That's a whole 94% in that record too.
Yeah.
You got the producers, you got Chris Lover, Ludacris, who rapped on it. Will I Am, who did some stuff on it. The producer, what's his name? Quavo Gold brother. Polo the Don. Yeah. So you got all these people getting pieces of this damn record. I say, damn, if I got $39,000 for her being played on the air and I was at 6%, look at Buddy at 30%. Ooh. And they said that's because we can only go back 2 years. And see, her record came out in 2006. Mm-hmm. When they was finding out about it for me, that was 2012.
So you talking about...
Yeah. I probably could have made like $400,000 off of her record if they would have caught it at the beginning. See, I was in the hospital and everything.
Okay.
I was healing.
Yeah.
And my boy Kids at Rock called me and said, "Hey man, you heard Fergie rock your record?" I said, "Huh?" He said, yeah. So I said, she didn't name it that. She named it Glamorous. See, she didn't even know she was using my record. The producer knew it. Cause they from Atlanta, Polo the Don, and Ludacris.
Yeah,
they knew what time it was. But Fergie didn't know it was my record.
Yeah.
See, they could have called me from the jump and got the permission. Cause we know each other. Mm-hmm. But I guess everybody said he got an aneurysm. He don't remember nothing.
Oh, niggas, why niggas? Why do we do this? Woo. Oh man. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, on that note, man, I'm about to wrap this thing up. Rod, I thank you so much for spending some time with me today and kicking this knowledge and this flavor. Is there anything you want to get off your chest? And how can these folks contact you, man?
Yeah, man, I got some good things popping off right now. I have 4 artists, man.
What?
4 artists. They all so good. 2 of them out of Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. One named Young Michi, 24 years old, a rap phenom. I'll have to email him. It's ridiculous.
I'm here for it.
And a guy named Big Nito.
Yeah.
He ain't playing the radio. He's so hard, right? And then I got from Atlanta, RJ Hustle.
Okay.
Got a video out on him.
Yeah.
He got a hot song. And that young lady sitting right over there, her name is Miss Mozzie.
All right now.
She sing, rap.
Okay now.
She's the COO of Tight to Death Records.
Oh. I'm with it. I'm with it.
So I'm going to be sending you all that heat.
I'm here for it, bro.
That heat. And you know, for me to even be touching them or talking about them, how
it's got to be legendary.
Yeah.
It's got to be legendary. Mm-hmm. Well, Rod, give me the pound on this thing, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
Anytime.
Wish you number the best and much success.
Thank you.
Be High Radio shouted, Raheem the Dream. We gone.
Yeah.